Hello, boys. Shotguns 1000 point for duty. Welcome you back to another episode of Splatoon. Last time we did level 4 in Octo Valley in a matter of seconds, actually. I'm not gonna lie. We obviously couldn't think of anything else better to do, so we had to call it an episode early. And I decided to do 10-minute videos from now on in areas where we cannot think to cover when necessary. And you're probably thinking, why am I like doing a turf war at the very beginning of the episode? Well, last battle I did off camera, I actually won by a mile, and I just feel the confidence to actually do one on camera to see if the Let's Play curse was happening with me in not allowing me to win a match online, or it was just based on bad luck. So yeah, I'm going to see just how well I can cope. Okay, so far we're actually doing pretty well. Okay, so one thing actually I'm really good at doing that my teammates aren't is the fact that I'm able to cover everywhere because because every single time I deal with teammates, they just love to charge right into the action and kill as many people as they see. Me, I focus only on the prime objective. I only kill when I need to kill, but of course that person managed to kill me, which he got lucky with the splat bomb, really. But yeah, actually I'm probably going to have a story to tell you about Splatoon, actually. This was based on the year that the game was actually released. I started playing Splatoon for the very first time in my life, and the very first thing that I obviously did was I played Turf War. And I was dealing with people who was at a really high level, go up to me, kill me and everything, when I was trying my best to learn exactly how the game works. And you can immediately tell just how annoying that is. But there's actually something else that I can mention that actually really did make me laugh. And what it was actually in this stage. I was dealing with two snipers standing in the position that I was standing in, and I was standing where Temptation was standing over there, as you saw right there. I was painting the turf to try and climb up the slope, but I had two snipers aiming at me at once. And I am not kidding. What they did was absolutely hilarious. Okay, there we go. We got to level 4. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and quit now. And I'm going to go to equip real quick and actually go to the test center with the weapon I got. And I'm going to show you exactly what they did. Obviously, I don't have this a scope weapon to prove this, but there was one standing there, one standing there. I was standing by the slope, and I was like painting the turf, slide, paint the turf, slide, paint the turf, slide, and all they kept doing was shoot, 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 shoot. They were both doing that, and they couldn't kill me. And then the third guy showed up going, "What the hell are you guys doing?" Came up close to me, shot me, killed me. I was like, looked at his teammate and went, "That's how you kill an enemy." And that made me laugh my head off so much. Even though I got killed, it was so funny how I made two snipers look like unprofessionals at the game. And then somebody with a melee attack weapon approached me and killed me. Then looked at his teammates thinking, that's how you kill an enemy. How could you not kill him? It was that funny. Okay, right. So, Now that we're now level 4, I get to show you the last little thing that we get to do. We have this area over here. We have Krusty Sean. We're in Shrimp Kicks. Hey there, Squidoo. Good to see you in Shrimp Kicks. And you are looking kind of slick there. You've been battling, am I right? Let me see what I can do for you. Just so you know, all the stuff I'm selling comes with sweet abilities attached no extra charge. If you don't know about abilities, just press the home menu and check out the manual, which actually was meant to do. If we go to manual real quick in the game, obviously we've got. Let's see if I can try and find it. Oh, here we go. Sub-weapons and special weapons. This actually tells you all the sub-weapons and all the special weapons in the game. We haven't been introduced to a lot, but I want to show this to you. We were told about Splat Bomb, a bomb that explodes a short while after you throw it. Pardon me. The explosion can both damage enemies and paint the surrounding area. Suction Bomb. Oh my god, I got the hiccups in me today. And the burps, apparently. Suction bombs does exactly what a splat bomb does, but you actually can put them on any surface of wall, ceiling, or floor, but you cannot throw them in the water. They do take a long time to explode, but you can use that to your advantage by making your enemy run away from the bomb into like a corner and then put up a melee attack to hopefully kill them. We've also got Burst Bomb, Seeker, which I mentioned earlier, Point Sensor, which I mentioned earlier, but this is what they look like. This weapon doesn't actually deal damage, but it tells your teammates where your opponents are. We've also got this here called the Ink Mine. Place this trap on the ground and it will explode when an enemy comes too close. It will conceal by your own colour ink. But if it gets painted a different colour, it will explode then and there. I think what that means is it will automatically explode if somebody shoots where the ink mine is. We have this one called the Sprinkler, which actually acts just like the suction bomb, but it sprinkles unlimited ink on a particular range of turf. Certain enemies can actually run straight towards the sprinkler and hopefully try and kill it. And as they're doing that, you could run up to them and go, hi, and then kill them. Another thing that we got, Squid Beacons. Allows you and your teammates to super jump to them anytime you want, but when you super jump to one of them, you will have them become destroyed. Splash Wall performs a protective barrier for you, but you can swim around them in order to kill enemies if it's an enemy wall. Best thing to do with this one, throw them down tight corridors or close to a corner when there's an enemy, and they will not be able to escape. What's even better is if you throw it behind. Excuse me. If you throw the splash wall behind your enemy, they will run into the wall thinking, oh god, I can't get past, I have to fight back, and then eventually get killed. Disruptor does exactly what I said it does. And the special weapons. We've got Inksuka, which I already mentioned. Bubbler, which I already mentioned. But these ones. Killer Whale. The Killer Whale can actually reach from one end of the battlefield all the way to the other. It can go through walls and kill enemies on the other side. But you only have one use of it. Ink Strike. Really good for using when the battle is close to ending, because you can set up the Ink Strike by tapping on your gamepad, then probably pressing a certain button and fire it before the timer runs out. Bomb Rush can come into different forms of either the Splat Bomb, the Suction Bomb, the Seekers, or the Burst Bomb. Kraken, which turns you into a giant squid and wreak havoc on your opponents. But you can get shot with enemy ink, that will slow you right down. And finally, echolocator, which tells you where the opponents are sitting. Okay? Now, we got these gear over here. They're all going to be a ×1. Oh, we got bubble rain boots. That's actually the gear that the Bubble Girl or whatever wears. No, I'm not going to wear them. Right, let's have a look at you, Jalonzo. Jellyfish visiting, thanks. Buying freshest clothes, please, for great confidence. Freshest fighter win always. Yeah. Alright. So we got all these down over here. Got Ink Saver main. And Special Saver over here. And finally we got this guy over here. I don't really like this guy, Annie. Because he says, welcome to Cooler Heads. And you like say, you want to buy something? And it says, look, Mo, over there. Loser alert. Yeah. Okay, so we've got Squash Headband here. And Mo goes, so yeah, it's actually Mo who actually says those terrible things. Okay. Right, so now that we got some new gear, we can wear them whenever we want in the Turf War. But I want to go back to Octo Valley and see what the next level is, which was of course level 5. And because I've now done that, that's basically almost everything that I can show. There is still one more thing left to show. So we're super jumping straight to level 5. Go straight in it. I didn't actually read the title, but you'll soon see it. It is Floating Sponge Garden, Dare to Dream Big. So yeah, we got these sponges over here. If you shoot a sponge, it will expand in the colour that you shot it with. And there's obviously no secret over there, so we can proceed onwards. I don't think the Octarians would actually want to play with you, Squidling. Okay, there we go. So we killed him. We'll just climb on up. And then we got a launch pad over here, so we'll just take that and move straight on to the next area. And we got some Octoballs over here. First things first. I want to make sure to get rid of the Octoballs and do something really cool. Whee! Oh, that didn't actually work. Oh well. Now be aware here, because once you cross these sponge balls, well, say this sponge bridge, when you get to this bit, some Octoballs will show up. You want to crawl slowly. And then when you reach the end, spam attacks! Yeah! Because otherwise because if the enemy of the Octarians hit these sponges, they will actually shrink them. And if you're standing on one of the sponges as they're being shrunk, you will plummet to your death. Okay? Just be aware of that. Right, proceeding onwards, I think this area is actually very important. Get these bombers to blow up the sponge and then drop down. There's the sunken scroll for this level. Alternatively, you can make these Octarians shoot the sponge, but I prefer using the bomb.